Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Love is Blind, Season 2, Episode 8, Final Adjustments. You guys, they are like 9 days from the wedding. Lots of stuff going on. I'm still really enjoying the show. Gotta be honest, I really liked seeing them try on their wedding dresses. That was fun. But overall, not a ton happened in this episode, so we're going to breeze through it and talk about it, and I can't wait to get your thoughts in the comments. Check out my merch, link below. I got Midnight Toast, Justice for Steve, it's a load of pants. Or find me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. So if you remember the end of last episode, Natalie was talking to her parents. They were just about to meet Shane. Shane walked in the door. The episode ends. Well, this is where we're picking up. He brought the mom flowers, and I gotta say, I really liked her parents. I think they were totally genuine and honest, and her mom especially was saying, listen, this is a big deal. This is a big step. We'll just have to see, but she did say that she really liked Shane, and I gotta say, Shane's growing on me. I like him better, each episode. I wasn't sure in the pods because he can be a lot. I wasn't sure when he was talking to Shayna. I was afraid he was going to stray toward her, but he seems to really like Natalie and vice versa, and I'm sure their personalities, I don't quite understand how they're going to work together, but for right now, I like Shane and Natalie together. So the meeting of the parents goes very well, and, of course, parents are just waiting to see and making sure Natalie's happy. All totally understandable in a crazy situation like this. Okay, so the weirdness happening with Salvador and Mallory. Last night, we find out they had an argument. I say, where were the cameras on that? So he was seeing somebody before, and he gave this very vague story how she showed up to his sister's apartment. They opened the door, and she went off saying all this stuff. Mallory was like, wait, what? Her point is, how she must have been close to you. She met the sisters. Why did she feel comfortable enough to go over and talk to the sisters? If the girl was this upset, something must have been going on, whereas he tried to explain away as somebody he was hooking up with but didn't have a serious relationship with. He says that they had an open relationship, and he knew he was going to do this show like a year ago, and he said he should have left her then, but he didn't. They kept hanging out. He just used these very loose words like hanging out, and I don't know. I don't trust it. I had a couple of people say in the comments, and I was warned before that he may just be in it for the music, and now I'm wondering the same thing. I don't know. This is the first time watching them that I got the vibe, yeah, maybe he is in for the music, and maybe she's in it for her own fame too. Like, maybe they're not that into each other. It's hard to say. It's hard to feel a huge connection between these two. They're both a little bit boring, which I'm surprised I'm saying because I really didn't think she was going to be, but she's kind of become boring. So I don't trust him here. I feel like something else is going on. I feel like, maybe he strung this other girl along, and when he got the chance to be on the TV show, he dropped her like a hot rock, and she's still upset. I don't know. I just don't feel like he was totally truthful with Mallory either. We go over to Deeps and Shake. Okay. So he hasn't been bugging me as much the last couple episodes, but he bugged me this episode. He is very sweet about seeing their future together and being friends and all this, but again, he brings up the physical connection. And you guys, I gotta agree, it is weird. It's weird, whatever they want to do, sleep together, don't sleep together, who cares? But they don't seem that physically into each other. Like, she says she waits for him to grab her and kiss her, and he's just not doing that. And there's no spark there, it seems. They seem to really like each other, and they talk about each other being best friends, but I think you have to have that spark too. Otherwise, I don't know, but I just wonder, is he going to bang somebody on the side? What's going to happen? I just don't see how that can work. So Jared and Ayanna. Again, these are two that I really liked off the bat. I especially really liked him. I thought he was great. He had a cute personality, and I don't know, he just seemed like somebody I'd like to hang out with. But then that Mallory stuff happened, and whatever, it seems like he's moved past that. He does seem to really like Gianna. I'm seeing more of Gianna's, what is it, her worries, her concerns, her fears coming to the surface. So I don't know how that's going to go. I do have to bring up, so we met her parents. Interesting story. She said that she moved in with them at 18 and was adopted at 22. That's odd, right? I mean, I know, at 18, you're technically adult, but most 18-year-olds, including myself, like, you need help still at that age. So, it's cool that these people were able to provide it. I want to know more about this story is where I'm going. Like, what? How does that work? But they seem sweet, and they all seem to like Jared, and vice versa. So, there's not too much going on here. We'll see what happens. I do want to keep an eye on Ayana's nerves because she seems to be kind of questioning everything a little bit more. So we're a week out from the wedding, and it's Natalie and Shane. We're going to meet Shane's mom. So just a reminder, his dad passed away suddenly, and it was only like 2 months ago. So he and his mom are super close, and it's a big deal that he's introducing Natalie to his mom. So it actually goes super well. His mom is very nice and says she really likes Natalie and vice versa. And Natalie seems very sweet with her. And she explains that she knew on day 3 that Shane was the one and he made her feel comfortable and secure. And I actually enjoyed this scene. I'm surprised at myself. I'm liking Natalie more because I still wonder if she's going to be a little bit of just too serious for him or something, but she seemed really sweet. She seemed sweet at this lunch. I liked how she was with his mom. How about when right in the middle of the meal or whatever they're doing here, he says, I'm going to take a number 2. I'll see you guys later. So he goes and they're left to talk. I was just like, holy cow. Like, imagine the first time you're meeting your future in-laws and your significant other says that. Wow. Okay, and now for the gift that nobody asked for. It's Vanessa Lachey. 6 days to the wedding. Grab a glass, ladies. Come have a seat. Pick out a treat. It's just schmaltzy and over the top and bleh. Like, I'm not a fan of hers. I don't understand why we need a host for this show. I don't think it added anything. Yes, I enjoyed seeing the ladies try on their dresses and, see the interaction with them and their friends and their family and the future in-laws, stuff like that. But I don't know why we need Vanessa and Nick. I just don't think we do. But yeah, so I'm going to talk through this. There's a lot of back and forth. There's women trying on dresses. There's men trying on suits, tuxes, that sort of thing. And just kind of talking about their feelings. It's a lot of over-the-top fluff, I felt like. So, to me personally, I just wanted to see what kind of dresses everybody would choose. I'm curious to know your thoughts on the dresses. Was there a standout dress for you? Like, is there something that you really liked or really didn't like? Just let me know in the comments. So, I have some of the pictures here. Here's Deep D's dress, which I thought was really beautiful on her. Here's one of Mallory's dresses. I preferred this one. She ended up loving this one. This one's okay. I just thought it was a little bit more boring in the midsection. So here's Natalie's dress. Again, it's beautiful on her. I thought she looked stunning. The top was a little bit boring. I feel like it needed a little embellishment somewhere. Here's Gianna. Again, a tiny frame, so she didn't want a dress that swallows her. I thought this was nice on her. I thought it was pretty, sparkly. She seemed to be really happy in it. So here's Danielle in her dress. I thought it was okay. I personally don't love the top of it, but she seemed to really like it, so that's all that matters. Her mom was making me uncomfortable with some of the comments. Danielle admits that she never feels great in anything, but she felt beautiful in this, so that is wonderful. That's exactly what you want to feel, and I love her glee in this dress. Too bad she's marrying who she's marrying. But again, Mom was kind of making these comments like, I don't know. But Mom really did like this dress too, so that's cool. Okay, so from here, we go back to Salvador's place, and you guys, it's just a lot, right? He's cooking for Mallory because he wants to make it up to her. He's put yellow rose petals down. I mean, the food he was making looked delicious. I'll give him that. And he was very proud of himself for cooking this. But it's like, I need to know what's going on with this ex. Like, is it is the ex thirsty for fame or are you? Because I'm thinking it's probably you. So I really want to know. Mallory even gives him the seal of doom where she says, one more thing happens, I'm probably not going to be able to handle it. And I'm thinking, that's probably means something else is coming your way. But I don't know. We'll see. I want to like this couple, but they've kind of gotten boring for me, and now I don't trust his motives, so I just don't know. I just don't know about these two. And speaking of not knowing about these two, let's talk Nick and Danielle. I could seriously talk about them for 14 hours. Okay. Every episode, I think I flip-flop back and forth on who is at fault and what's going on. I get so many comments saying, what is up with Danielle? And I agree, what is up with Danielle? Lots of stuff going on there for sure. But I gotta say, Nick freaks me out. And the reason I say this is because I feel like he is a rage machine. That he has all this anger under the surface and it's just waiting to pop up. And I just get this sense of that, and it makes me not like him, not trust him. So while she would be a nightmare to live with, I think he might be worse. He really makes me uncomfortable. And like here, we saw he was bringing up how much she goes out, and she was trying to bring up, well, we talked about this. I had this weekend planned. Then we find out she went out with her sister, and he brings up, well, is this going to be every weekend? They're arguing about how much they want to hang out with other people. I don't know. I just, she seems immature, but he seems mean. She even brings up, I can't trust what you say because you act like you're fine, and you kind of dance around the issue, but then this happens. And I kind of agree with what she's saying. Again, I wasn't there, but I kind of get that vibe, like where he's going to be like, all right, you go out with your friends, and then you're going to hear about it for the next 2 weeks. And it's like, no, thank you. And like, it just depends. Like, how long are we talking here? If she just spent the night with her friends, who cares? Like, he seems like he would enjoy the night off anyway. So it just seems like a control thing to me. That's, like maybe they're both after control, but him especially just seems like a control thing. Hers is a lack of confidence, lack of maturity, and his seems like he's got to control everything down to the mess, in the apartment, all that stuff. And he really gives me the creeps. I think that's where I'm at. He really does. So I'm not into it. I'm into watching and seeing where it goes. Like, I'm very curious if they're going to get married, but I feel myself getting angry when I watch him on screen. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Are you feeling the same way as me? Do you pick up on this stuff? Like, am I totally making this stuff up? Like, leave me comments below. Let me know who you think's going to make it, who not so much. Are you picking up on the Nick rage? What are you feeling about Danielle? I really want to know. Well, that's it for me, you guys. I will be back with the next episode very soon. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day. If you're into Patreon, do check that out. We're having lots of fun over there. Going over Always Sunny. We're about to start Always Sunny. Going over the original Sex and the City. One of the tiers gets to pick what we watch, so we got that going on. Check out the merch if that's something you're interested in. I do have the German Heiress stuff. I also have Midnight Toast, and it's a load of pants, because you know what? It is a load of pants. But I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.